It's 29.
29.
Good.
Ready? Okay. All right. Let's call the regular city council meeting to order for the city of Galena, Illinois, Monday, February 26, 2024. Take roll, Mary Beth.
Bernstein. Here. Johnson. Here. Kiefer. Here. Tegmeyer. Westermeyer. Weenan. Here. Runner.
Here, we have a quorum. Next to the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, let's move ahead to item number 24C-0065, and reports of standing committees. We have none tonight. Let's move ahead to item number 24C-0066. It's citizens' comments, not to exceed 15 minutes as an agenda item and not more than 3 minutes per speaker. If you wish to address the council, step up to the podium, state your name and your address.
I guess it's me. Thought somebody else might go first. Kathy Elwell, 517 4th Street, Galena. As I prepared to share my thoughts, I thought, well, how do I address them? And so it made me think about you, and I know it's not honorable and the formality, but I want to take this opportunity before I say what I prepared to say thank you to each of you, because I think this is probably a fairly thankless job, and I appreciate your willingness to serve your community, and I know that you do it best with your ability.
Thank you.
Therefore, or from there, I come to express my convictions about the Parker development and the associated lawsuit. As I understand it, Judge Hayes decided that approvals for the development should be voided, largely because required procedure wasn't followed in the previous city council approved plans. Now the developer has a new attorney who needs more time to acquaint himself with the case, and the city too has been granted more time, even though there were already a full 30 days to review the case. I know that more time and more hearings means more legal fees, and I could be wrong, but I have read that we're already over $100,000 in legal fees on this project. So I've come to ask you to please just let the judge's ruling stand. Start over. Follow procedure to the letter. Put the community first. Listen to your constituents, not the developer. Listen to your conscience. Have the courage to do the right thing. We're counting on you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there anybody else at this time wishing to address the council? Okay, then let's move ahead. Public hearings, we have none tonight. Next up is liquor commissioner. And at this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the city council and reconvene as a liquor commission.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
And seconded by Jerry Pettigrew. Jerry Pettigrew. We were just talking about Jerry. Jerry Kiefer, sorry.
That's
All
okay.
right, take roll call on that.
Johnson?
Yeah.
Kiefer?
Yes.
Weenan?
Yes.
Bernstein?
Yes.
Runner?
Yes, motion carries. All right, we're in under liquor commission at this time. We have item number 24C-0067. Discussion and possible action on ordinance amendment to permit employees 18 years and older to attend bar, draw, or mix alcoholic beverages. Do I have some type of motion on this?
Mayor,
Alderperson Jerry.
I move we approve action on an ordinance amendment to permit employees 18 years and older to 10 bar drawn mixed alcoholic beverages. And also that they be certified by the state. Item 24C0067.
Okay, you're talking about the Bassett certificate?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We have a motion here. Do I have a second to this?
Second.
Alderperson Cindy Johnson seconded. Discussion on this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, go ahead. You made the motion. Go ahead first.
Yeah, I just think it's a good idea. I mean, people are having trouble finding people to work, and I think 18-year-olds can handle it. And they also have to be supervised by 21-year-olds. So I think it's a good idea.
Pam, I think you were next.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask what the basis was for putting this on the agenda.
What was your,
I want to know why this is on the agenda. I mean, what advantage would there be is what I'm asking.
maybe Katie?
Yeah, I'm
Cindy
happy
can-
to comment on that. I think we both probably will, but I know from a staffing point, I had several large lodging businesses bring it up to me. As far as, you have to have somebody on staff that's over 21 after a certain time at night to still have your bar open. That's really hard to do. Several restaurants have 18-year-olds that bartend, bar back, but they can't actually physically pour wine, but they can take the wine from the bar over to a table. So it's kind of like the state of Illinois, and it literally came up because people had brought it up and said, would you guys consider this? What do you think? And I'm like, yeah, I fully support it. And staffing is harder and harder. And when you get these occupancy numbers, if you read Jennifer's report, that's hard to staff in a town that has 3,000 people, and especially for food and beverage with that kind of sales tax. So,
Well, that makes sense to me, but I'm wondering, they've still got a problem with having a 21-year-old there on staff to supervise the 18-year-olds, wouldn't they?
they're Bassett trained.
Yeah. But unless I'm missing something,
No, I think you're going in the right direction there. I too feel that there should be a 21-year-old person there to supervise.
yeah, I guess
You said they did.
I thought that was in the,
It's in the ordinance now,
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
but they're just asking to the 18-year-old attend bar, mixed drinks.
Just to help.
The
The way.
draft, just
Sorry.
to draft the beer, et cetera.
Right.
Instead of now just cleaning up after. All right, Cindy.
I was gonna say, there are some businesses that get extremely busy on the weekend, and I've heard the complaint that they can't find staffing. So it's not that we're going to remove a 21-year-old, they're going to be there, that the 18-year-olds would be the supplemental bartenders that they can't find other ways. And it's at their own discretion. That's what I have to say about that.
Okay, well, thank you, Carl.
Okay, and I want to make my feelings clear too. I still, like you said, and I think we're both all going the same direction in regards to a 21-year-old. They're supervising these people under the age of 21, 18 to 21. They have to have the Bassett certificate, and I would require probably liquor establishments that have 18 years old or younger than 21 could send a copy of that certificate to City Hall so we know that everything's up snuff with them, because 21-year-olds, I think they're just hanging on the bar or have it in the tap. But I feel more comfortable if they would send a copy of that Bassett certificate to us. But I think it would help out with helping the establishments. Okay, Pam.
Well, shall I amend the motion to say that these folks need to be supervised by someone 21 or older, and that they receive Bassett that the Bassett certificates be sent to City Hall?
I think the 21-year-old.
He had it in his motion.
was it?
It was.
It was in the motion.
Okay, I'm
The
sorry.
Bassett training was in the motion. The only thing that was missing was the fact that they should send a copy to the city that anybody under 21, between 18 and 21 attends.
Okay, so I just, I'll amend my, amendment to say that, the, Bassett certificates need to be sent to City Hall.
Of people under 21, 18 to 21. Because the other ones, I think the law states that you can post it at the business. Is that- All right, I have an amendment here in regards to sending a copy of the Bassett certificate for people between 18 and 21 that work in liquor establishments. Do I have a second?
Second,
Second amendment. Let's take a vote on that amendment.
Weena,
Yes.
Keeper,
yes.
Bernstein,
Yes,
Johnson,
Yes.
Brennan.
Yes, motion carries. Okay, right now we have a motion as amended. Any other discussion? Take roll on the original motion.
Keeper?
with the amendment.
Yes.
Weena,
Yes.
Bernstein,
yes,
Johnson,
Yes.
Brennan.
Yes, motion carries. Okay, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to come out to adjourn as the liquor commission and reconvene as city council. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Alderperson Jerry Keefer moved to come out.
Second.
Alderperson Katie Weenan second the motion. Take roll call, Mary Beth.
Weena,
Yes.
Bernstein,
yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Keeper,
Yes.
Brennan.
Yes, motion carries. All right, we're back to city council. Let's move ahead to the consent agenda, CA 24-4. Do I have some type of a motion on that? Alderperson Katie Weenan.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda CA 24-4.
Second,
Been moving second on consent agenda CA 24-4. Any questions on any of them? Take roll, Mary Beth.
Weena,
Yes.
Bernstein,
yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Keeper,
Yes.
Brennan.
Yes, motion carries. Let's move ahead then to unfinished business. We have none tonight. Let's go right into new business under item number 24C-0072. Is discussion and possible action on a request for a festival permit by the Galena Art and Recreation Center for the first annual Bibs and Ribs event at the Depot parking lot, September 28th of 2024, 11 a.m. to dusk. Do I have some type of motion on this?
I make a motion to approve the request for a festival permit by the Galena ARC for the first annual Bibs and Ribs event in Depot Park, September 28th, 2024, 11 a.m. to dusk, item 24C-0072.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Cindy shaking her head, by Cindy Johnson there. All right, discussion on this. As this gets closer, the plans will come in exactly to what they're doing, and we might see it will probably be brought forth again with the plans and what's going on with it, but yes, it sounds interesting. Anything else?
Benefits the ARC and for
Yeah. All right, take roll call on that.
Bernstein,
Yes,
Johnson,
yes.
Keeper,
Yes.
Weena,
Yes.
Brennan.
Yes, motion carries. All right. Let's move then to items up 24C-0073, U.S. Water Monthly Water and Sewer Operations and Maintenance Report. Tonight we have Andy and Chris with us. If they both want to come up, or Chris, you want to lead the way?
All right, good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. My name is Andrew Schuler, and this report covers U.S. water operation maintenance for the city water and sewer system for the month of December and January. So with wastewater, we treated 15.7 million gallons, which was an increase of 1.1 million gallons from December. We submitted the 5-year lane application permit for renewal. We are working on the MPDF 5-year renewal, which is due in April. So that's to help discharge our licensing. The wastewater treatment plant is operating normally. Going into water, we produced 13.9 million gallons, which was 1.65 million gallons less than December. 52 was billed, 47 was unaccountable. I believe this factor is from the aging water meters, as indicated in the report. The water being treated at the wells is getting down to the wastewater treatment plant. So Sue and I were working with Warren May, and we did an inspection with Carl. 20 of the largest water meters, the highest users in town. We found that they're old compound meters, which have known to be problematic. I was informed that Sue was getting quotes on replacing these larger meters. Residential meters are being replaced with a lead line replacement program, and according to AWWA, 5/8 residential meters are good for 15 to 20 years. And the majority of our meters out there installed in 2021. There's a plan on getting
2001.
2001.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Oh, sorry. There's a plan on getting a meter installed at Public Works outside hydrant for washing down trucks. Right now, there's no meter on that. The budget for December and January looked good. I don't see any problems there. We were planning on doing some hydrant maintenance on some of the older hydrants that need some TLC, but they are still in operation. We can continue to do leak surveys on troubled problem areas. We are planning on doing our annual valve turning this spring, weather permitting. Hopefully the weather keeps up. We like it. This is the end of the report for December and January. I would be happy to answer any questions that I've created.
Well, I noticed on the water breaks how the pipes are just breaking in circles, like,
So that tells me, my experience, that the ground is shifting.
quite a bit.
When you have more of a radial or like a long break,
Yeah,
you're more problem with pipe, deterioration or blowout. So I'd rather steal radial ones like that just because that's the stress point. The pipe's not bad, it's just the ground's moving.
yes, that's true. Good.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions for Andy? Do you have some ideas? I don't know whether, Chris, you got some things here at the bottom of some of these in regards, so you're starting to kind of help narrow down some of the water loss age. And
Yeah, we got some trouble areas we're gonna start listening to, try to survey more. And we're just looking at the data a little bit differently than we have in the past. It's interesting when you start graphing it, that water is getting down to us. And so we're producing what we're treating at the wastewater plant, very similar.
okay, good.
With Rich, and then along with that, with Andrew, with him charting what's coming down to the wastewater plant. You always look at a BOD concentration, so the strength of wastewater coming down to the facility. That number has been staying pretty flat, which is showing us that you're not getting a lot of infiltration, the high and higher that you would hear about. So meaning that with the water pumped being similar to the water coming down to the wastewater plant, that it's an issue that we need to continue to try to keep focusing on, something, whether it be, water meters, connections, continue to, like Andrew said, continue looking, do leak detection, seeing if there's something that's not surfacing. Of course, with the different pressure zones, hills in town, there's a lot of movements and everything in there. So it's just trying to keep identifying those areas. And, and then, we've talked some more, working with Matt and everybody with identifying, looking at the large meters, your large meters, if they're compound meters, a lot of times they don't, have had some instances to where your schools, everybody's putting in, low flow toilets. Everybody wants to conserve on that, and your older meters, some of them won't. You can flush toilets and the meter won't even register water going through it because of the volume, because they're not rated to pick up that flow. Many times I'm sure in City Hall when a customer gets a high water bill, even on a residential meter, and they said there's got to be something wrong with my meter, and you go to say, well, it's fine, we'll come in and install a new meter, and you can have a new meter. That usually the next month they want their old meter back because it's picking up everything on the new meter. So, it does make a difference. While I can't guarantee, of course, that is the only issue, you know, there's other things, you know, looking at a meter audit, you know, identifying, you know, was there, has there been a software update, you know, on the billing program? You know, even going back to that part, just, you want to take every piece, you know, and every step through that meter side of it, just to make sure you're identifying anything that it could be to try to help pinpoint those numbers. And, you know, in Galena, as I was telling Andrew, there usually you look at a population equivalency for your meter water consumption. You can't really even do that here because it's the way that the populate, you know, people coming in and out of tourism, it's really, can't use that number or whatever to even say, well, this is not what a normal equivalency is. So there's too many factors. So it's kind of peeling that back and working with, you know, everybody to City Hall, just kind of trying to identify again the meters and starting there and what we can do in the system.
Good.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a plan.
We have a plan. I think, yes.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chris.
Yes.
Thank you, Andrew. Oh,
May I-
got a question here.
Yeah, I have one question. Well, it does sound like a plan, and I'm really pleased to hear that. I'm just wondering whether you have a projection for how long it may take. Yeah, I know it's a big job.
It is, and I think, I know Andrew, like Andrew said, they're planning to kind of ramp up some more of the meter, I guess, kind of listening to identify some areas. And I think we had already started, Matt and that, they've already started, like I said, looking at the large meters on seeing, okay, how many of them do we have in the system? And so I think it's really, I can't give you a timeline or whatever, because, you know, it's really us working with everybody here.
Sure.
With Mark and Matt, and just to kind of see where that is. I would guess, you know, and then by the next meeting or by the next time we would be up, you know, we'll have some more direction, I think, even of where things are going and have a, you know, as we're, again, since we're looking at it at a different, I guess, kind of like Andrew said, trying to take a different approach to it.
Right.
You know, we'll try to see where that leads us to, or whatever. Should have some, I guess, maybe have some ideas on the plan of where we're at, but as far as steps in the plan for that.
Well, I'm really pleased to hear that you're changing your approach and looking at things a little differently. So
Yes.
I'll look forward
Yes,
to it.
I'm sure that graph or whatever, you guys looked at that, and I'm like, where'd that number come from, you know? And then it's like, okay, now I understand or whatever, why we need to make sure we can work with, I know I met with Matt Mark or whatever last week, I think too, just so that we can start moving in that direction.
Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Do the best you can, and hopefully don't have any water breaks to fix in the meeting.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. Okay, then let's move ahead to item number 24C-0074. It's the warrants. Do I have some type of a motion for the all-person fan? You had your hand up there.
Yes, I move that we pay the warrants.
All
Item
right.
24C-0074.
All right, so second?
Second.
Second by all-person Katie Weenan. Any questions on any of the warrants? Okay, take roll call. Mary Beth?
Johnson,
Yes.
Keeper,
Yes.
Mann,
Yes.
Muskin,
Yes,
Yes, motion carries. Let's move ahead then to item number 24C-0075, alderperson's comments. Alderperson Cindy Johnson.
Well, I would like to thank the citizens that take their time out of their schedules to come and speak to the council. I know it gets you out of your comfort zone. Thank you.
Okay. You're done, Cindy?
Yes.
Okay, alderperson Jerry Kiefer.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
All right, alderperson Katie Weenan.
Nothing today, thanks.
Alderperson Pam Bernstein.
yeah, a couple of things. You know, we've noticed in these water reports that the cost for electricity is running pretty high. And it occurs to me, and I have no idea whether this would make any sense at all, but I'm wondering if it might be possible and a good idea to explore adding some more solar panels down there to try and reduce what we're paying out. I don't know, but you know, it's just an idea.
Sure. Okay.
The other thing I'd like to say is that last night my neighbor had a chimney fire And the turnout from the fire department was nothing short of spectacular. We had every, a big rig down there, and a lot of the personnel were there. And she told me today that she couldn't say enough good about how they handled it. She said they were kind and very nice to work with and very, very thorough. So she would like to thank them.
Good, that's good to hear. Okay, then let's move ahead. Item number 24, C-Day 0076. It's City Administrator's Report. Mark?
Yeah, just one item, our comprehensive plan proposals were due on February 20th, and we received 2 proposals, one from a Madison, Wisconsin firm and one from Chicago. So our staff's in the process of evaluating those proposals, and we'll have a recommendation to the council in the first meeting in April. So that looks good. Secondly, we had some comment today from Kathy about the Parker project. I thought maybe Joe could just give a quick update on what's transpired really in the last week, which Kathy was referring to.
Yeah, just briefly, that after the judge rules, there's 30 days to file post-trial motions or an appeal if one of the sides wants to do that. Because the Parker project or Dave Hooten hired new counsel, they came in and they requested additional time to extend that 30 days for an additional 30 days to give them an opportunity to get up to speed and determine what, if any, motions they wanted to file. And the attorneys for Wendy Clark agreed with them to do that. This all came down at the last minute last week, like Tuesday or Wednesday, and here it was on Thursday. So I spoke with Greg Cox, and we just made the decision fast that we felt the city should be given that same opportunity because we don't know what they're going to file. We need an opportunity to review it. So long and short of it is the judge granted everybody the same extension. So that's where we're at on that. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, thank you. Let's move ahead to item 24, C-Day 0077. So mayor's report. Girls are playing tonight. Broomfield, wish them luck. The boys had a great season there, Katie, and thank Matt and Jerry. And with that, I want to thank all the city departments for the fine work. Weather's nice and people are coming to town. That's what I see. So skip this. Okay, all right. Okay, I just got word that we can skip the going into executive session. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second. Moved second to adjourn. Take roll, Mary Beth.
Keeper.
Yes.
Stegmeyer. Whoops. Whedon.
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Friend.
Yes, motion carries. Adjourn and thank you all.
I just thought of it. I thought of it.